Jenny, you were not just a legend on the softball diamond. You're a wife of a former major leaguer. I'm so curious, what's it like for a wife of a rookie in this show when you can't be with him every day? Is it just new phone calls, new amazing experiences every day?
You know, I loved, obviously you follow them, you know, with technology now, you're with them every single pitch. You know, you're finding a way to follow them out there. But it's
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the Milwaukee Brewers. Two playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next. Corbin Burns, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's...
So now here is Matt Duffy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop. Matt Duffy.
Now here's the pitch. In there, 0-1. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers' leadoff man.
One here.
It's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Duffy. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Got him.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
The right field. On the side. Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hey, push it first, push it first.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Batting first, the second baseman.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. trying to avoid becoming the third strikeout victim of the inning here.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Lifted in the air out to right. Davis finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 1-0. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Joey Bart.
Joey Bart.
From the stretch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. Dan, D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go. The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Oscar Mercado digging in now, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Duffy backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Next up is Eric Gonzalez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Eric Gonzalez.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
2 out, nobody on. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Giants lead it 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw.
Travis Shaw.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Now Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Dan Vogelbach is next. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The windup and the 0-1. Back up the middle, reined in, and that's the second out. Digging in now for the Brewers, Omar Narvaez. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. The pitch.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. He pops it up. Gonzalez into foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Forkball misses, and it's 1-2 now. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in will be Bob Fisher.
The pitcher, Bob Fisher.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Late that time for a strike. Liner toward right center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak.
Kevin Vizcaíno will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out. Hey, like the jam right there. Square it up. Count is 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Hey, get your pitch. Make it happen right now, huh, kid?
The 2-1.
Hey!
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. So the next to bat will be Brian Torres. He popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
2-0 now.
Right here, one time.
He's running in there. Now the throw. is in time. Narvaez throws him out.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
All right, come on now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Fisher's on his horse. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Giants are down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Got no one out now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
Batting in, the left fielder,
Derek Fisher the next to bat, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Here we go now.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball well outside. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike two.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
batting up.
Into the box, Corbin Burns. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Matt Duffy struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Burns is off of first with 2 away. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. San Francisco leads this one 1-0. And now here is Tommy La Stella. Prior history in this matchup, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Hey, 90 feet anyway, kid. Here we go. Your pitch.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Down 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hey, let it fly. Let it fly right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Clint Frazier. He singled in his first AB.
Let him rip. One time.
He's set and the pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
But that'll hit off the wall in
Come
left
on,
center.
You're scoring, you're scoring,
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Up next for the
Oh,
Giants.
sit up something right here. Let it fly.
The batter will be Jalen Davis, as he'll send a ground ball down to third.
Beat it
And
out,
that's
beat it
the
out, beat it
first
out.
out. Opportunity now to peer into the future plans for the Brewers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action.
Now batting, catcher.
So up steps Joey Bart now, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with 1 away now. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Here's the 3-0. 3-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Oscar Mercado.
Let it rip, let it rip. Hey, driver, let's go right here.
First pitch on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 1-2. Grounded to third. Shaw has it. The second to 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mercado is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So one down, no one aboard. And in at the plate steps Keston Gura. First pitch of the AB on its way. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Mercado is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And now pitch on the way. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Now a swinging bunt. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Gonzalez is there for it.
I got it.
And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. It remains 1-0. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. He'll start off the 5th in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. 1-0. Too low, 1-0.
Right here.
Hit hard up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Now back.
In now, Bob Fisher, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. At the plate now is Kevin Vizcaino. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the AB now.
That's a ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Late that time for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Next to bat for the Giants, Brian Torres. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around.
Oh, what do you say? Do it one time.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Gonzalez stands at second with 2 gone. Fouled off. Ready on 0-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly.
On the bag, right here.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. Giants on top, 1-0.
Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 20.
Nobody.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
The catcher,
Into the box now, Narvaez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
Bradley Jr.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
We got 1.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here comes the 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Line toward right center. Reach, and he makes a lunging catch as he winds up on his belly. And there's a fine play for the second out. Into the box, Derek Fisher trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Ball one, no strike.
Low for ball one.
Hey, 2 outs, huh?
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, make a play. Get us back
2
in
outs here with a runner at third. Fouled away. The set and the 1-2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally, they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
This is on the ground over the first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Brewers strand one. They still trail 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tommy La Stella. First delivery to him, and this is taken outside for ball one. Yeah, some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Here it comes, 1-0. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield.
Find it.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Are those fingers feeling right about now?
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Get your pitch and drive it right here.
1-0 pitch on the way. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
La Stella gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
Hit hard to short. There's one.
Come on.
On to first, the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Now back, right field.
At the plate, Jalen Davis. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Now the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball one.
Find me a barrel right here.
Hit to third. Shaw gloves it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They lead it 1-0. Christian Yelich is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Now here it comes.
Nope.
And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mercado will wait on it. And he puts it away for the first down. Next to hit is Matt Duffy. No hits to this point.
Number 5, shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
Hit on the ground to third. And quickly there are 2 away. So here's Avisail Garcia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. A ball and no strikes.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Here we go, guys.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Josh Lindblom is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and it'll bring Joey Bart up to bat.
Hey, let's go now one time.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
And they start him out with a slider. Good
Count
spot,
1-0.
but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And now in the box, Bob Fisher, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Watch your head.
First pitch of the AB on its way. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the run.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Vizcaino. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Striding in is Keston Hiura, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw.
The third baseman, Travis Shaw.
First pitch of the AB now.
You could tell this guy's got great feel for all his stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Here comes the 1-2.
Come on, big guy, give me something here.
Misses, ball 2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Ripped down the first base line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 one more time. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Number 1.
To the plate now, Daniel Vogelback, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game.
Let's go now, let's go, let's go.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on.
Bouncer up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Diego, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Nope.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, is down.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. They trail it here 2-0. Marlene Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
San Francisco, number 66, Marlene Garcia.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finish the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
5-0 the final score today. The San Francisco Giants get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Bob Fisher earns his 8th victory of the season. Corbin Burns is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
For the Brewers, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.